This is Beat Our Quest, an improvised comedy role-playing podcast using the Kids on Bikes system. And even though you can't see us, we are all wearing our helmets.
Ivana Maria Mendez as Chad Brewers.
Tucker Daly Johnston as Alfie Towers.
Nate Valentine as Janet Cromwell.
Last time, the party continued their investigation of Jackie Swunch's home, searching for whatever strange thing occurred during their homecoming party. They continued to explore and find various party fouls that had committed and little tiny index cards that had written out the various violations that the party goers had caused. Various rooms, like a living room that was eating garbage, to a basement with stuffed dolls and heads mounted on the wall that attacked the players. Eventually, Alfie ended up getting in trouble with the chaperone, having promised him he was going to stand still there. When he came back, he realized he had broken the rule, and we find ourselves now with him about to be captured in the chaperone's Palm Pilot.
Do I see the light? Am I facing the light? I can't remember.
I'm going to say no because I like the aesthetic of this like black goth outline and this like blast of light around you. I hadn't quite decided if it is like a Pokeball and like lands at your feet and you get pulled into it, or if you kind of get enshrined in the light and like miniaturized a la those weird 80s, 90s movies. Whichever feels the most natural to you.
Which type of abduction do you prefer, Alfie?
How did you imagine it?
Yeah, I probably getting enshrined in the light and then like 2D 8-biticized and shrunk down.
Like you feel the depth of your body. Chad.
Yeah.
As you see Alfie about to be captured in the same way that Heather was captured earlier in that night, what is your instinct? What do you do?
Oh, dear. I'm gonna yell, everything is good in this room. There are no more children in there. Supervision completed.
Sometimes you guys just make choices that I'm just totally ill-prepared for. Chad, can you make a charm roll of 10?
Maybe. Charm. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Okay. No, it's on the ground. It's on the ground.
I heard that dice clatter from the other room. What kind of, like, was it made of steel?
5.
The chaperone completely ignores your statement and continues to envelop Alfie in this light.
I'm going to push Chad out of the way, and I'm going to try to jump and interrupt the process. I'm going to try to tackle Alfie.
You're so strong.
Oh, no.
This is the other end of the spectrum for you, Paul.
Yeah, Jesus. And also, like, would have been great if you guys just swapped plans. I think based on the dice.
Yeah. I roll really good for strength. Look out.
I guess this is a brawn roll of 8.
Okay, one sec. My brawn. And do I get any sort of modifier I could add? I have a pocket. I'm sorry, what am I trying to beat, Paul? I rolled a 4.
An 8.
Okay, so I'm going to use my pocket D6.
Okay.
To bring it up to a 9. Let's go.
Wow.
And that is my blue, that's my blue energy roll?
Correct.
Or?
And does everyone, I think one of you used one of yours earlier, but I don't remember what the situation was. I don't know if you guys have been keeping track of that.
I have been writing it down.
I think Ivana used hers to get 1 point
I think I used
higher.
mine.
Yeah.
With heads.
Describe yourself knocking Alfie out of this light.
Great. So Alfie's got his bat. He's, blasted from behind, hands up, kind of like starfished out. His eyes are going to bulge as he sees me coming at him. No idea what's going on, although I assume you've kind of pieced together maybe that you've got the chaperone behind you. Knock the wind right out of him, and then we both tumble down the stairs.
Back into the basement?
We're in a stairwell, right? Yep. Tumble back down to the basement.
You go back into the basement where the stuffed animals were.
Is that or be abducted, guys? I feel like this is a net positive.
I love a bold decision. Chad.
I said supervision was complete of that room.
Alfie, can you make a crit roll of 8? You just took a huge hit. You got tackled, blasted by light, and now fell down into the basement.
There wasn't like a landing at the bottom of the stairs or something?
Remember, it was a hatch, and it was like an old school 50s like ladder that you climbed up?
I remember. I just didn't realize we were going to roll that far down.
I'm shocked you said that, and I cannot take this opportunity away.
15.
Nice. Why do you take no damage from this fall?
After the last time of my fight, I guess, with Jackie Swunch, anytime I go to the ground with a female, I instinctively cup my nads and tuck and roll.
It took me a second to register that Janet was the person you tackled with, so way to go.
I'll be clear, there was 0% chance I was going to touch your nads, Alfie, but I'm glad you didn't take any damage.
The last time someone tackled me, I got kicked right in the dingus.
Wow. Okay, I've of all the options, I didn't think we'd end up back in the basement. You slam onto the ground. You guys are, Janet, you also are pretty nimble. You were ready for this. I'm going to let you make a flight roll of 6 to see if you can grab onto the ladder and stop yourself from going all the way down to the basement.
I roll a 2.
Okay, so you make your fingers graze the ladder and you hit the ground with Alfie. Your eyes open. The mag light you had is still down there in the basement. So the light is there, and you see those little stuffed animal heads, which had started to kind of roll away, have slowly turned their heads and have pivoted to look back at you guys. Chad.
Yeah?
You're face to face with the chaperone.
No.
Are you going to try to scream this command again, or are you going to do something different?
Oh, I just want to say, you're of legal age.
You're
right?
asking the chaperone that?
It doesn't look like a real person, right?
That's a great question, kiddo. Let me think about that. It's going to make a brains roll. My system sure says I'm registered to be a healthy 42.
Excellent. So you have betting privileges.
I might know a few things about the ponies. What do you want to know, kiddo?
Just in case, I'm trying to distract him so they have time to get out of the basement and not get in trouble. That is the purpose of my betting talk.
All right. We'll let this all have happened while Alfie and Janet are in the basement. I'll let you guys do the same thing I let you do last time. You guys can try to climb right up the ladder and escape, or one of you can do something to stall it and make it easier for the other one, or whatever you'd like.
I'm trying to get out of the stuffed animal building, so I'm right up on the ladder, and I'm like, come on, Alfie. Come on, Alfie.
Great. Make another flight roll of 6.
Let's get out of here. We can avoid the chaperone and avoid these stuffed animals and make our way back to Jackie. 7.
You make it. Your hands are climbing up one after the other. You've done this before. You were just down there a second ago. This is a comfortable ladder climb. You watch as a rabbit kind of whizzes past your head, and its little black beady marble eyes kind of make slow eye contact with you. But you don't get distracted. You don't fall. Alfie, in that rabbit, drops next to you.
Yeah.
Alfie, did you have any stuffed animals as a kid?
I did. I used to have a before my incident at the aquarium, I had a little stuffed squid named Octopusin, and one day when I didn't do my homework on time, for 4th grade, my father took Octopusin away, and for every piece of homework I missed, he cut one of its tentacles off.
No.
So I have a really weird thing with stuffed animals, and they make me miss my childhood, and I don't like it, and so I'm going to kick the rabbit and then go up.
Make a fight roll of 5.
5.
You poof, and just like a pile of fluff just like bursts at your feet as the little cotton rabbit explodes with the kick. Now I'm just going to have you make a flight roll of 8 to just like sling your way back up the ladder. It's a little harder because obviously there's more going on. You're going from the bottom.
That's a 5.
You're climbing up the ladder and you feel this bite on your foot. Going forward for the rest of the session, you're going to have a disadvantage on any checks that would involve you like jumping, running, kicking, using your feet.
Because there's a stuffed rabbit hanging off of his foot for the rest of the day?
Yeah, what bit me?
Beaver.
A beaver!
Big old stuffed beaver. You look down, and a beaver has clamped down on your foot. And
Beaver
while you were
bite.
trying to kick and shake it off, its big old beaver tail slams down onto your other foot and breaks the toes on it.
Oh my god! Broken toes? Wow, it's brutal down there.
Make your way up. The chaperone is is having a very intense discussion with Chad.
No, I am not giving you my lifeguard money for you to invest it in the New York Jets. I don't see a future with them.
Well, you see, sport, it's what we call a sure thing. You guys have climbed your way up. Are you guys going to try to sneak past the chaperone?
I need to sneak past because he has already tried to light me once. So I am going to use my unassuming perk and spend 2 adversity tokens to not be seen.
Chad,
Yeah,
how do you want to end this conversation with the chaperone?
it's been great chatting with you as always.
You too, kid. Hey, and remember, it's not a win until the money's in your hand.
You're so
It
wise.
kind of winks, but it just has a digital eye that kind of seals and closes up again, or mechanical eye that seals and closes up again. Janet, are you going to try to sneak up, or are you going to go right up?
I'm going to try to sneak up. I wanted to peek my head over the trap door and kind of assess whether we're in the line of sight of the chaperone.
Because I'm letting you wait, essentially, and you're using your best opportunity, I'm going to let you make a flight roll of 4, just to try to get up and get out.
Okay. I rolled a 6.
So do you guys eventually catch up outside of Jackie Swunch's room?
All right, that was close.
Well, I'm not trapped in a ball of light, but, I got beaver smacked on the foot, and it really hurts.
Whoa, Alfie. There's no way. That's not a proper way of saying that.
I got beaver bit on my toesies, and then
Alfie!
What?
Alfie! You can't say that.
I don't understand. I'm just describing the physical action of a hairy beaver biting me on my front toes, on my foot, and then the beaver tail, you know where the tail is on a beaver, came out and just broke a couple of my toes on my right foot, you guys. I'm really worried about it and my health.
You really know how to party.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
I really don't.
when we get out of this, that looks like it's definitely going to get infected, but I have a first aid kit. We can take a look at it later, okay, Alfie?
It was a nasty beaver.
Okay, boys, break it up. We've got stuff to do.
We never found the batteries, did we?
No, you actively decided against it. In fact, there's a moment where you go, Nate had a flashlight, and you went, wait, Nate, you had batteries. And he went, not for Jackie, or something like that.
And I stand by it.
So you guys eventually look up as you've been arguing about these beavers, and you see Jackie Swunch staring at you guys with their arms crossed, waiting to see. And she goes, did you guys bring me batteries or not?
Pass.
Sorry, we couldn't find any.
I told you where they were. They're in the garage.
And the chaperone was there. And also, what's going on with your haunted, horrible, stuffed animal basement, okay? What's going on with your basement beaver down there? Because it really is very mean and aggressive.
I'm going to forgive you talking about my basement beaver because that's a little rude, Alfie. But regardless, I got them because they're collectible. They might be worth something one day.
Not covered in all my blood, they're not. Definitely not that rabbit. I hope that wasn't worth any money.
Jackie, you need to let me know where you got that rug. Because I feel like my room needs a statement piece, and that's kind of the rug I've been looking
Can you
for.
guys not talk so much about the house? I just put it together for this party. It's not even like I don't live in here. This is just like a...
No one should live here. It's evil. It's haunted. The rugs and the beavers.
Yeah, they're really freaky, Jackie. That basement is...
Also, we might have killed the microwave. I'm sorry.
That's my pet.
What? No.
I'm just kidding. That'd be weird. It's a microwave. All right.
How do we get the kids free, Jackie? We have all the placards.
So I'm going to read them out loud so you guys have to see what they were written on them. The following: nutritional sabotage and caloric tampering, unsanitary biological contamination via reuse, unsupervised interdimensional communication ritual, accelerated hormones via concealment challenge, unpermitted territory entry and visual surveillance, and community volume violations. Jackie's looking over these and goes, I don't even know what any of these mean. Look, guys, I'll be honest. I've never been to one of your parties. I've never been to a human party. I have no idea. I built this whole thing based around a bunch of data, scraping movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So all of these are just, I don't know, human things. You know what they mean, right?
Well, they're definitely not human things.
Oh, God.
I think I know what a few of them mean, but what are we supposed to do? If we, like, do we tell the chaperone, like, hey, it's okay that they did this? Because, like, you know, we, can I say
Fuck. No. Uh-oh. Don't know how we do that one. Squeejo boards.
There we go.
Really screwed myself with that thing.
Ghost board.
Ghost board. Spirit boards.
Spirit board.
Spirit board.
She goes, look, here's how it's going to work. I take these little cards and I can match them up. And she gestures to her closet where there's a bunch of those orbs have been laid out. And she goes, if I match up the orb with the data, I can release them. I'm basically taking their memories and their bodies and merging them back together. The problem is if we get it wrong, we risk them not ever really coming back.
Well, I'm sorry, what? Dead?
Well, it just sort of there's like the data starts to break down.
Okay, you're talking about human people, Jackie. Human people? Let's just say human people.
Human people start to break down.
Oh, God.
Also, I just want to give a suggestion. Small suggestion. Next time, instead of index cards, I would use Post-its because it might be easier to put it like on surfaces so we can see them and we can study them. And so I feel like if we put a card up, you have to balance it against a wall.
Chad, this is very helpful. And when I make my second chaperone, I will take these notes.
Don't make any more chaperones ever.
What do you mean? It's Janet. You seem like the
How are you not? This is so clearly an enormous failure, Jackie. I can't believe you would even say the word second chaperone.
I want to point out that the first 3 hours of my party were great.
Wow.
Before the chaperone got involved. Sure.
I don't think so. I think everyone was over at my place.
Okay. So
How would you know? You've never been to one.
I don't like this pick on Jackie game. Okay? I messed up. I'm human.
Nope.
Wait.
We know that to be false.
Okay.
Jackie.
Beep, beep, beep. I'm Jackie.
Oh,
beep,
I don't
beep,
think she's
beep.
a robot, though. I think she's some sort of alien. You could go like gloob, gloob, glorb, I'm Jackie. That might make more sense, though.
It's very rude for you to think that aliens can't communicate in beeps. They could also communicate with beeps.
Oh, Chad, you were defending me for all the wrong reasons.
Feminism.
Do you just shout feminism when you agree with something a woman has said?
Yeah, it was discovered like 15 years ago, right?
The concept of feminism was discovered 15 years ago? Jackie, we need to save these kids.
Pass. All right, Jackie, what do we have to do to save these kids who are going to die?
Pick one, and I can identify where the sphere was found.
Something contamination through reuse.
Okay, contamination through reuse. Okay, this is found, and she's looking at the case. She found the sphere, and she was like, "This is in the living room, right?"
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And she takes it. And you see, you look inside, and you see Samantha Bringaz is inside of there.
I know why Samantha Bringaz is inside of there. Everyone thought I was really weird carrying around my little baggies of dips, okay? But it's for a very specific reason. It was because in middle school, Samantha Bringaz was in a grade above me, and she came over and she asked if she could have a chip and dip it, and I said yes, and she did, and then she did it twice, and a week later I got pink eye.
What?
She double dipped.
She double dipped.
Disgusting.
And now I carry my own packet of dips with me in little baggies, and no one can have them.
That makes sense now.
No, it still doesn't make sense to
I
carry
get
bags of dip in your pocket.
Perfect
it's
sense,
fucking
yeah.
weird.
No, it's
But-
great.
It something maybe we should start doing, Janet.
We should all learn from Samantha Bringers.
I'm never gonna. I'd rather not eat. It doesn't make any sense to me. You're carrying around Cool Ranch dip.
Yeah.
And French onion dip.
Yep.
In a Ziploc bag, Alfie.
It can be other flavors. If that's not your favorite, we can change it up. Yes, queso, sour cream.
That Samantha Bringers is a dirty double dipper. Always has been, always will be. But that's why she's in there. That's Samantha Bringers. Chad, be careful when you go to prom with her, okay?
Let's leave her in the index card.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You match that one up. Move on to the next one. If you want me to read one of them and then one.
There's the hormones one, right?
Concealed hormones?
What's the name of that one?
That was accelerated hormones via concealment challenge. There were 2 spheres together for this one.
Oh, that was easy. They were making out in the closet.
Yeah, it sounds like 7 minutes in heaven to me.
That's what Chad would do.
It's what? Wait. That's what 7 minutes in heaven is?
Well, I think it kind of depends on the people playing. But, yeah, more or less, Alfie.
Yeah.
We'll leave the rest to your imagination.
You told me
Maybe-
to do that with Jackie in the museum.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. That was before we knew she was a monstrous alien, and I looked directly at Jackie.
We were on a school field trip. We couldn't
Alfie, you dog.
No, that's not. No, I didn't. I wasn't planning. I just wanted to know what it was, and they said
In
to
a
do it.
laboratory?
No, I didn't know. Also, I'm not talking to you. You caused this.
You participated in it. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. We have 2 spheres. Nate, who's one of the less popular girls on the cheer squad?
Christina Furtzone.
God, why? Christina.
Because it sounds like farts, Paul.
Christina is there with a boy who you are unfamiliar with, but it's Danny Pigeons, Jessica Pigeon's brother.
Nice. Okay. I was going to say, that name sounds familiar to me.
So you pair those off together. Let's move on to the next one.
I think there's a player on the Jets that's a Pigeons.
Same family.
Same
Do you want me to
family.
read through some of the other ones?
Yes, I think we need you to.
That's great. There's nutritional sabotage and caloric tampering.
Yeah.
That was also found in the living room, in the party room by the punch bowl. There's unsupervised interdimensional communication rictual. That was found in the basement.
I know that one. I want to talk about that one.
You know that
I
one?
want to talk about that one because I tried really hard to get into the goth vibe. So I watched about the first 5 minutes of every scary movie I could before turning them off because they got too scary. But I know all about kids trying to summon things with spooky ghost boards, and it's always either in the basement or in the attic. I think some kids were using, this spirit wood to try to summon something, and the chaperone came in. I don't know why anyone would try to summon something in that basement. There's already things there that are summoned from the depths of hell.
People do that for real? Aren't they scared of the devil?
Oh boy. Chat, we'll have a talk about theism later. Maybe later. Maybe I'll have to explain
Okay.
what goth is as well.
It seems like you figured out what that one is, and you paired those up with the basement.
Yeah, who are the kids in the basement doing spooky boards?
That would be Betsy Pears, who you haven't met, and Fred Cheerses, who's recovering from his bite wound.
Oh my god. Fred Cheerses.
So we have 3 more left. As you guys are talking this out, you hear somebody going up the stairs. It's the chaperone. And you hear it saying, "Jackie, there better not be anyone in your room. You know you're grounded."
Oh boy.
When she hears that, she drops the balls she's carrying,
Oh, for fuck.
and they land on the ground. There are 3 left, and you 3 have to identify who they could be purely based off of memory of how things have gone down. because you only know who's inside of them, and you won't know the location they were found in. So inside of those 3 orbs is Heather McGregor, who's Trixie Steele's best friend.
Okay.
You have Johnny Mellons, local bad boy. And as you peer into the last one, you recognize Zeke the Meatball Matowski.
Zeke, no, not my baby.
Oh, my baby.
You have 3 party fouls that have been committed, and the 3 of you have to figure out who did which, based off of what you know about these characters and how things have happened. I'll let you figure that out.
Do we get a reminder of which was which? I know we have
Sure, that's absolutely. So there's nutritional sabotage and caloric tampering, unpermitted territory entry and visual surveillance, and the community volume violation. If you make a brains roll, I'll let one of you make a brains roll of 12, and I can give you a clue.
I think, I don't know if Alfie would know this. Tucker knows all 3.
Yeah, I have a pretty good intuition. I rolled a 16.
Then I think you can consult with Alfie to see if you want to. If Tucker knows what can figure these out, we do this without even me giving a clue. I think it'll make better.
All right. Well,
the tampering one. I'm pretty sure. I've heard of this. Because I read books on how to not get beat up so much in high school. I think someone spiked the punch, and I would bet it might have been Heather McGregor, but I'm not going to say any guesses right now. Volume violation. I'm pretty sure I know who the loudest guy in the entire world is. And then what was it?
The one we found it outside.
Unpermitted territory.
Unpermitted territory and
visual surveillance.
Visual surveillance. I think Johnny Mellons would never get invited to this party. Right? What do you guys think?
I kind of thought that Johnny Mellons would be the creep spiking the punch of the party, if I'm being honest. But I do get your point. He wouldn't be invited. That guy sucks.
I just don't think that's... But Zeke would never betray me. He would never be inside this party. He has to be the one outside.
Thought this was going to be easier, huh?
Shit.
Definitely thought we were all going to be on the same page.
Wow, it's interesting that you all took some totally different evidence. Ooh, fun. Okay, keep going.
And also Heather's pretty loud too. Not for nothing. Her and Trixie, blah blah blah, all day.
That's true.
Practice when they should be jeering.
That's true. Oh boy.
And Heather likes to dance. You can't blame a girl who likes to dance.
For what?
You can be loud and dance, Chad.
Yeah.
Well, I just can't remember if Johnny would have been invited to the party. I feel like that's kind of the first piece of the puzzle for me. Is he the creep peeping, or is he the creep spiking the punch?
But there was weren't we discovering who was bringing the alcohol to this party?
Yes.
And it was Heather?
Was it?
Was it?
Hold on. Are we in? How much time do we have? Because the chaperone's coming up the stairs.
I'm only putting fake pressure on you guys. I'm enjoying watching you guys twist in the wind and try to solve this riddle. So
I hate this so much.
I'm okay. Keep going. I will let you. You rolled enough for me to give you a clue. The reason you know one of these people is you saw it happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is an unfair test of our memory, Paul.
I feel like unfair, but it's also like, I do feel like some of these are pretty straight on the money for who the characters are.
Well, then, is it Meatball outside Johnny Mellons with the... I can't figure... Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I would put your bet. Put your guesses in.
We put our guesses in.
Right.
Kids could die.
One of them is Meatball.
No, my best friend. It's like taking my liver.
Who's at the party? Who's at my party? I was too busy cleaning, you guys. Who's at my party?
Well, it wasn't Heather, right?
Heather was buying alcohol for Trixie's party. Or for...
I thought so. for Jackie and Trixie's party.
So she would have been the one to spike the punch with her alcohol.
I assume so, or she just brought it and left it at the kitchen.
I'm gonna go final answer, Heather. Party spiking the punch.
You guys all locking in your guesses as you line up. You have this moment as you're placing down these
Can we
placards.
put them in one at a time,
Well,
right?
do we have to go all three at once?
Like, I'm totally fine Listen, I don't mean to be this guy, but I'm totally fine losing Heather and Johnny Melons first.
Well, do you want to lock in one of them?
Oh, we should guess Johnny Melons first.
we can, yeah, I'm okay locking in.
Can we just throw Johnny's ball in the garbage? Talk about something Paul wasn't
I guess I'm
anticipating.
sure. Okay. Tell me how you want to do this, and I will figure out how we handle this. That's my job as the DM.
I want to lock in Heather spiking the punch.
Yeah.
You have this moment, and you place these out, and you immediately you recognize something's wrong.
Oh no!
The other ones plinked, contained easily. The ball shifted in light, and it became like clearly unlockable. This one begins to hiss and fizzle. Little bits of smoke and electrical charge begin to come, and the paper begins to crackle.
Yeah, I'll snag it. Oh, not that one.
Yeah,
Oops.
yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay.
no.
So
Chad, make a flight roll of 6.
6.
You grab the thing, your hand, but you don't burn them, which is good. But the card has started to break apart a little bit. Little bits of the whatever remained of Heather has been lost. Do you want to take another shot?
If she didn't spike it, then
It had to be Johnny
Johnny Seven
Melons.
spiking it, right?
it had to.
You had to be
Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in and leave it in.
It does. It locks in. Johnny Melons absolutely matches up with that. Johnny Melons was the one who would have spiked the punch. Heather would have brought it. But Johnny Melons is the kind of person who would find it funny to put alcohol in people's punch. Heather wouldn't.
Oh, I hate to say it, Chad. I know he's your friend, but I think Meatball had to have been the creeper. It couldn't have been
Well-
Heather. She was invited. She brought the drinks.
Maybe he
I'm really
just followed us here. Maybe that's it. He followed us here. He didn't come before us. There's no way.
I still think he's the creeper.
Yeah, I agree with you, Janet. I agree. I'm just saying the timing of it. He came after we were here. He followed us here. I refuse to believe
I'm not
any
sure
other.
that makes it any weirder. If he
We're
was
gonna
looking in the
lock in
windows.
Meatball being the creeper.
Yeah.
You lock it in. That was the sphere that the chaperone brought in after you guys told Trixie Steele to leave. So there's a good chance that Meatball was just outside because he was checking to see how you guys were doing after leaving the party. He was looking through the windows.
What a good guy.
Best friend.
Good guy.
Low-key
Quick,
fan favorite
put
Meatball.
Heather's thing in the being too loud one before she dissolves completely.
You line up her thing chambers, and if you guys want to know how you were supposed to solve this, Meatball was at your party.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And Heather was the
That-
one who you
that-
guys saw get captured. And you had the community volume violation was the first thing you saw getting.
Oh, damn it, we're so dumb.
And that was because she failed and she screamed for help. So we'll do.
that one should have been a gimme. And her and Trixie are annoying.
And,
See,
right,
Makeup was
and
right
she's
on
Trixie's best friend,
Right,
you know.
I was
And
so
so
off.
Yeah.
you did okay on that puzzle as you've locked them all in.
I got every single one of my guesses wrong.
You've locked these all in, and just as you click Heather's in, it makes this whir that signals that it was successful like all the other ones had been, and the chaperone bursts into the room. It has a very menacing energy. It has clearly smashed the door open. Something has caused the wiring in its brain to fizzle and change.
Uh-oh.
It is discombobulated in its perspective of right and wrong, having been tricked and lied to multiple times in the same night. And it looks to all of you, and it goes, "You've all caused me quite a problem. I'm having a difficult time deciding what's right and wrong. I need you three to take those violations and rank them from best to worst." And
What?
the three of you in real life
Okay.
are going to rank those 6 violations that people committed at the party from biggest offense to most minor offense. The differences you have in total between you guys as a ranking is going to be an effect that I put on you guys, which will affect.
Oh, so
Each
we actually have to
individually.
answer individually?
I want you guys to take a second right now from those 6 violations. If I can read out just what they are in normal.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
So this is spiking drinks at a party, double dipping, using a Ouija board, playing 7 Minutes in Heaven, being a peeping Tom, and being too loud.
I do have a question, and I'm not trying to tamper the jury pool here, but is Peeping Tom, are we ranking Peeping Tom in the abstract, or are we ranking
Excellent
Meatball
question.
coming to look in a window to check on his
Abstract.
friends? 'Cause
In the abstract.
Okay.
Okay.
In the abstract. This is not Meatball happenstantially looking into window to see if his friends are okay. You got a question? Yes, Tucker?
Yeah. In the context of bad for party fouls, or in the context of a legal system?
I think in the sense that this is a robot that has been programmed for this, they've definitely been muddied. There's definitely nothing illegal about playing 7 Minutes in Heaven. So even in the sense of we're discussing morality, where you guys find the moral right and wrong of being dared,
This is tough. I'll be shocked if we don't have some interesting. There's like a whole side episode. The conversation.
So I was originally going to have you guys plead legal cases and have a Law and Order thing, but that would involve me talking a lot. And I feel like this is more fun to have you guys sit here and be like, "You did what?" So I'm going to say which is the least worst. And you guys are all going to tell me which you've ranked, and we're going to move up and down, and we'll see.
Sorry, I'm struggling.
Does it make more sense to do the worst because you might be most aligned with those, or the least worst?
Let's go. I don't know which is more fun, top to
I
bottom.
think we're going to have you guys say the worst, at most worst to the least worst, because I think we're going to see somebody say that's your worst thing, more than we'll have somebody be like. All right, let me know when you guys are ready. No rush. Let's see, we've done a riddle boss fight, we've done a regular fight, and now we're doing a morality battle.
Okay.
The distance you are from the other two is going to be a minus point to you, okay? So if Nate and Ivana said 1 and Tucker said 3, that would be minus 2 points for Tucker. All of these minuses, I'm letting you know the stakes for this. You might not remember, but I brought this up multiple times. Do you guys know what kind of party this is tonight that you threw?
A sick rager.
Homecoming party.
Okay.
Tomorrow is the homecoming game.
Oh.
So every time you do badly, it's going to affect how well you're going to be able to perform
Okay.
in tomorrow's homecoming game.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
Now, what in your example you said if Nate and Ivana say rank something 1,
and Tucker
or let's
said
say,
3.
Reframe this. If let's say Ivana and Tucker or Chad and Alfie rank something at 1, and Nate ranks it at 3, Janet ranks it at 3. Do I get 2 points, or do they get negative 2 points because they're wrong and I'm right?
You're looking to see how differently you're trying to get this robot, his morality compass, to align.
So our compasses have to align.
So you guys, every time you guys don't line up, it's going to cause dysfunction in this robot.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Does that all make sense?
Man.
So you guys want to do for most immoral or least immoral?
We got to start most.
So the worst one?
The worst thing.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
absolute worst thing.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
What's the best way to do this? Having you guys say it out loud?
Just on the count of 3, everyone
Count of
blurt it
3.
out.
Yeah.
On the count of 3, which is number 1, the
Okay.
most immoral? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Spiking the
Spiking
drink.
drink.
Peeping Tom.
What did Tucker say?
Peeping.
Okay, so Tucker, you have to keep track of your own score.
Okay, how?
So Tucker gets
please,
1.
okay, he gets 1. We don't get any points.
Do we get does he get a minute to justify his incorrect opinion?
Yeah, why justify peeping is worse than spiking a drink?
Because that could be a complete random stranger, a home invader who's coming to do harm upon your family. I think someone spiking while it being wrong, happens in a spirit of enjoyment for all ish. But
Depends on what they're spiking it with.
Let's move on to number 2 then, which maybe is enough. Alfie's going to lose another one. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Spiking.
Double dipping.
What?
No way. No way. There's absolutely no way that the top 2 could not be spiking drinks and peeping Tom.
Wait, babe, did you
so
really
funny.
put double dipping as the second largest offense?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to make your argument for why. Otherwise, you're going to take 2 points.
Well, because John the Apostle was out for 3 weeks after scooping into someone's dip, as he put it. And so that's why I think double dipping is bad. Because he had mono.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, there we go.
Hard to argue with that.
Hard to argue. Number 3, most immoral.
We're screwed.
1, 2, 3.
Peeping Tom.
7 minutes in heaven.
Too loud.
None of ours are going to match up anymore.
All of you are not matched up. You all take 1 point. Number 4. Oh, wait. I mean, all of you, who you said Peeping Tom was number 3? Who said that? Ivana?
Yeah.
What did you say for number 3, Nate? Being too loud?
Too loud.
Okay, justify why being too loud is equivalent to being a Peeping Tom and...
Because, well, I had Peeping Tom higher, so I'm absolutely not ranking it above that. Let's be clear. Because it's just jarring, you know? I mean, we're talking specifically party or anywhere, because if you're talking about, you know, at school...
Well, it's a party foul, I guess. But I guess it's kind of more...
Trixie and Heather are so loud. People are trying to study. People are trying to just have a normal conversation at a party. You know, it doesn't all have to be screaming, look at me, look at me.
Say someone's trying to study at a party.
Oh, let's listen to the new, you know, top 40 hit on our FM radios and all that stuff so loud. And
I think Nate has actually talked himself into being the only one who lost a point on this. Saying it's to study at a party, and that's the biggest problem.
Well, I didn't know. Okay, not studying at a party, but people want to have conversations. People want to, you know, it's not all about.
You each took a
music and
point.
dancing.
Yeah.
Number 4. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Spirit board.
Double dip.
Double dipping.
Come on.
Okay, so only Chad takes one. Chad,
What?
your Chad using a spirit board. Which of the 2 you have left?
What? Which I have left for the last 2?
Yeah.
I have.
Explain why using a spirit board is worse than both of those.
Well, because the other 2 are just fun experiences, and I feel like a spirit board can go in so many ways. You could just raise spirits from the dead, and they could be sad spirits. They could be angry ones. They're not all happy ones, like in Hasper. They could be just very angry ones, and that's scary.
Actually, there are 3 very angry spirits.
Well,
in
there
that
you
movie.
go. See?
4.
You're answering your own question.
Okay. Well, no, Chad, you still take 1. Number 5. 1, 2, 3.
Too loud.
Being loud.
Spirit board.
Oh, so then Janet takes 1 for using a spirit board. Alfie, you managed to thread the needle of popularity for once, and
Super weird.
New experience.
and then the last one. 1, 2, 3.
7 minutes in heaven.
7 minutes now.
Ouija board.
And then, well, there it is. Of course, Alfie would find playing
Yeah,
7
yeah,
minutes in
yeah,
heaven
yeah.
is worse.
I put 7 minutes in heaven
Not-
at 3.
Not the first time that everyone at the party has been voting for 7 minutes in heaven while Alfie's playing a board game.
Boom!
Zing.
It's true. I zing all you like, but I do believe that I have all 4 metro bus stations.
So really quickly, how many points did each of you take?
3.
3.
4,
Oh, Alfie took 4?
3. I only got 2 right with 2 people.
You guys type in this information, and the chaperone is clearly struggling. That was 8 total inaccuracies between the 3 of you. You guys didn't unite on a single. You watch as the chaperone is trying to process all of these morality questions and weighing what's right and wrong, as it's dealing with all of the variable answers that you guys provided. It's swinging its arms out wide, little electrical pulses are releasing from you. You take a blast to your chest representing the 4 points of damage or whatever it is. You're going to feel that tomorrow during the homecoming game.
Oh no.
During all of the chaos, what do you want to do?
So, Alfie is still invisible to the chaperone because I need to be. Alfie is going to try to duck under, the flailing arms. He's going to sneak into the bathroom where the water is flowing out and the evil fish are.
Okay.
Alfie recognizes what the fish is. It's called a snook, and it's attracted to light.
Oh my god.
So Alfie would like to try to catch one of the fish in his hands.
Okay.
Take it back and put it in the chaperone's pants.
I will let you make a... God, what kind of check is it to grab a fish from a bathtub? See, sleight of hand is in D&D, but I don't have that. Let's make it a flight roll of 5.
A flight roll of 5.
It's like a fish in a tub. I feel like it's grabbable.
7.
You do. Chad and Janet. While Alfie has snuck away, what is the thing that you two are still arguing about?
Chad.
Yeah.
The thing with eating a dip at a party is everyone knows it's going to be disgusting. I'm really sorry for what happened to John the Apostle, but it's kind of on him.
Jimmy.
There's 10 broken up soggy chips in a French onion scoop, and he's gonna eat that and go play a game tomorrow?
You don't understand what he went through. He had to be out for 3 weeks. We couldn't see Johnny for 3 whole weeks, Janet.
I know, but you're comparing that to like people looking in the windows and like creeping on women and stuff. You don't know what it's like, Chad. Guys are gross.
Well, okay, hold up a second, because it could have been a lovely representative of a church. It could have been a producer looking for some new casting for their show. You see? It could have been positive. It could have been someone good, like Meatball.
I don't think Peeping Tom really does actually have any positive connotation.
Tom is a great name.
I think I'm going to agree with her on this one, buddy. Alfie, you sneak up and you slide this fish into the chaperone's pants. Christ, this game.
Yes. Well, it's a predatory fish, so I imagine it's gonna see all the electronic beeps and boops, and it's gonna start biting, and also be a little bit wet. And really, I just wanted to put a fish down the chaperone's pants.
Hey, Alfie, continuing your tradition of soaking yourself, you do drop this fish into the chaperone's pants, and the robot.
Great.
The chaperone is starting to flail about. I need all 3 of you to make a grit roll of 8.
All right.
What's that? Oh, 9.
My grit is a D8, so no, I rolled a 2.
Oh, that's a 1.
Womp womp.
As the chaperone is wheeling about and trying to get the fish or whatever out of the back of its pants in a very Looney Tunes-esque way, both of its arms whip about and hit Chad and Janet. Neither of you are going to really be able to help anyone out of the house.
Oh, crap.
In this moment. Your hands are injured.
Why?
Alfie, you manage to nimbly dodge this hand as it goes away, and you have a moment in this clarity. What are your orders to everyone?
Everyone, get the hell out of the house right now. Right now, we gotta go. Can I... Is he blocking the doorway?
No, he's more just like whipping around in Jackie Swunch's room.
want to.
Why is his skin so sticky?
I want to herd everyone out of the room. If I accidentally leave Johnny Melons behind, I'm not too worried about it.
Johnny Mellon kind of instinctively drunk stumbles his way out. Heather McGregor is on the ground. Do you want to try to lift her up?
Yeah, is she babbling? Is she cogent?
She's currently unconscious.
She is unconscious. Oh, crap. Then, yeah, I'm going to try to hero carry her out.
You're going to need to make a brawn roll of 3.
Don't fail me now, D4. If fail me now, that's a 1.
Heather is there on the ground. I will let...
My D6. I think I do still have my D6. Oh my god, I'm going to use my D6. 4. At first, when Alfie tries, he tries to carry her like a baby, but he's actually shorter than Heather McGregor is, so it's a real weird thing. He finally is able to flop her on to his shoulder and fireman carry her, and I think she's just real floppy and dangly. I think her hair is so long that it's kind of trailing on the floor as I walk out with her.
Janet, you and Chad are able to sort of stabilize her at least. You've been definitely feeling the pains. Maybe broken something. It's hard to tell. You guys, as you're making your way down the stairs, you look and you see Jackie Swunch is still stuck in the room. The electrical system is still up, and she's trapped there.
Crap.
Oh my god.
I'm going to shout up to Jackie. Can I shout up to Jackie? Is that a bad idea?
Yeah, you're on the stairs. You're not far away.
Jackie, come on. Is there any way for you to turn that thing off?
It's coded to keep me in here. I'm not able to leave.
Wait, so only he can let you out?
Yeah. He's the one who did it.
Can you like climb out the window? That's what I've heard some kids do when their parents don't let them leave the house.
It's a great idea, Janet.
That's a great suggestion, actually. Let's roll a die and see if he blocked the window. The window is available. Jackie Swunch goes to the window and pushes up against it and eventually cracks the window, but it's a pretty long drop to get down.
It's okay. Jackie, do you have some Yeah, you have. I'm looking at your bed. You have blankets on it, some sheets. Give me all those sheets. Give them to me.
Guys, there's a timer literally going down. She's just grabbing things and throwing it down the staircase to you.
It's okay. Okay, great. Thank you. I'm gonna take Meatball, run outside, and extend the sheet like firefighter style outside the window to catch her.
Great.
And on my way out, I'm going to grab a couple couch cushions and throw them under because I have no faith in this boneheaded plan here.
You guys run down. You hear her yelling, and we're going to have you guys make a flight roll of 4 just to make sure you can get this set up in time. Each of you, Janet and Chad.
Oh, let's go. 10. Oh, wait, that's an explosion. 13.
That's a 9.
Eventually, you see this thing, and almost like a moment from like a very intense action movie, she jumps out of the window, and the room bursts in a big explosion. Electrical energy crackling out in that very 90s CGI style where everything had that like blue lightning effect. And she lands on the thing. You guys hold that blanket taut. She doesn't hurt. You guys look up, and the house begins to fold in upon itself. Crunching inwards. You hear the snapping of wood and plywood, and the foundation crackling upon. It's almost like this. The house just sort of folding in and dissolving, and eventually bursts. And there's only the remains of what was eventually the floor plan of where the basement would have existed. And Jackie is sitting there with you guys in front of her home.
So,
Jackie, I have a question, but you can go ahead, Alfie. You like her more.
Well, we don't have to get into that. It's actually complicated, and I've got a lot of whirling emotions. I just wanted to congratulate Jackie on having her first party.
Yeah, well done, Jackie. This was a blast for everyone.
Is now a good time to bring up that I left my house keys inside. They fell out of my pocket when we went down to the basement. Is there any way of me getting those back?
No.
Okay.
We're not going back in there with that thing.
Okay.
The house just
I
exploded.
think it, like, imploded.
I know. That's why I was asking Jackie and not Janet.
Well, all right. I'm not trying to be a bully. I'm just saying, I know your dad has to print you a new key at least once a week, so just tell him you lost him again.
Yeah, that's true. I do have my keys made out of paper, and that's how he prints them out for me. Oh, wait, no. Other keys are printed too, huh? Are they?
Yeah.
Are keys printed?
They make them.
Those are metal
They
keys,
whittle
Chad.
the metal down.
But is that the verb that goes with making a key? Is it printing?
Did I say print? Because I probably meant copy. I meant copy.
But no, copy is still take the other.
I still have Heather on my shoulder, and listen, I don't want to mention any girls' weights anymore again, but I am also not fully built for this. Is it okay if I put her down on the cushions? Is she okay?
Alfie, you're a football player.
Wait.
You're good.
Do we need to take her to a hospital right now? I'm a little worried. Her card orb thing started to, dissolve, and now she's unconscious. So, what does that mean?
You guys are talking and discussing this, and then eventually you hear what sounds to be like a soft crying. And you look over and you see Jackie Swunch is sort of sitting there with her legs in the chasm where her home kind of was, softly crying to herself. And she looks back and just go. Just go, you guys.
Jackie, I tried to have a sleepover party when I was in middle school, and I invited 8 girls, and only 2 of them showed up. And the other 5 girls had a sleepover without me. So I know what it's like to have a bad party, and it's not the end of the world. It's just part of being a girl, part of growing up,
She looks at you, and she wipes away the tears in her eyes. And she sits there for a moment. She goes, he hasn't reached out to me since I freed him.
Your dad?
Let him go, and he sent me away.
Oh, man. Alfie knows exactly what that's like. Not exactly what that's like, but he's got a pretty terrible father. He's going to unceremoniously drop Heather McGregor on the ground and go over to Jackie and put his hand on her shoulder.
She rests her head on your hand.
I don't want to be insensitive in this moment because, Jackie, you are being very honest. But I think this would be a good time to remind everyone that you are also, aren't you over 3,000 years old? This can't be the first time you're feeling disappointment, right?
I just thought it's really hard to be sincere when Chad talks to you. I would assume after this long, I would be okay with him being disappointed in me, and I guess you just never get used to it.
Okay, so the feeling never goes away. It's good to know. I'm sorry, Jackie.
Also, Chad, I should let you know, I stole your house keys. And she reaches into her pocket and gives you your keys back.
Oh, Jackie, you're the best. Thank you. My dad's not going to be mad at me anymore.
I think I knew you in a
That was part 1 of our 2-part finale. Thank you to the Rebel Kicks for that fantastic intro and outro song that we've been using this whole season. They just released a new single on Spotify. You should give it a listen and a review. As always, I want to thank you for listening to the series as well. If you have any thoughts, theories, beliefs, prayers, hop into our Discord. Give us some feedback. It's always really appreciated. We'll be doing a talkback or after school special later this year at some point. So if you have any questions you want answered, hopefully one of my players can give it to you. And at this point in time, I'd like to announce our next season is going to be using the Triangle Agency system. I'm very excited to test that out. I have a lot of expectations and optimisms. As always, please leave a review on whatever listening service you're tuning in from, and force someone you love to listen to it during the holiday season. I'm your Game Master, Paul Emrich. Thank you very much.